Serial killer Bobby Joe Long's last word before his death by lethal injection has been revealed. Long, who was executed, killed 10 women and said he committed about 40 rapes. He was put to death at Florida State Prison shortly before 6:55 p.m. local time. Long's final word was no, which he said in reply to officials who asked him whether he wanted to make a final statement. Death row inmates are typically afforded the right to express a few words before they are executed, but Long declined. Speaking ahead of his execution, the sister of Chanel Williams, one of Long's victims, told WTSP, "I hope it's painful and I hope he burns in hell." Authorities said Long, who targeted women in Tampa Bay, Florida, had also admitted to raping about 40 women. Long, 65, had spent 34 years on death row. He ate his final meal of roast beef, bacon, French fries, and soda at 9:30 a.m. local time. He had no guests at the prison on the day of his death, reports the Tampa Bay Times. Describing his execution, Fox 13 said his breathing became heavier before he stopped moving and an official confirmed he was dead. Some 25 witnesses watched the moment he died, not including media or the authorities, according to Fox 13. The serial killer was first sentenced to death in 1985, and Gov. Ron DeSantis signed Long's death warrant on April 24th, making it the first death sentence the governor has authorized since he took office in January. He was sentenced to death for the murder of ex-beauty pageant contestant Michelle Denise Simms, whose nude body was found on an overpass. The monster also abducted 17-year-old Lisa McVey in 1984 and held her in his apartment, where he repeatedly raped her for over a day. She managed to persuade him to release her rather than kill her. He was the child of single mom Luella Long, who worked late nights in a bar and regularly brought men back to the bedroom she shared with her son in their tiny flat. Long hated his life and also suffered from a rare medical condition because he was born with an extra chromosome, which resulted in him growing breasts at 13. He had surgery, but was still bullied. Starting in 1981, Long answered classified ads for small appliances, and if he found a woman alone at home, he would rape her. Long moved to the Tampa area in 1983. It was a year later he started his brutal killings. The bodies were found usually long after the murder in a state of decomposition, dumped near a rural roadside and dragged into the woods.